Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you wanna be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Hi, I'm Julie. If you're watching this, you probably know who I am already. But if not, I'm a 15-year-old black belt from Cincinnati, Ohio. I've been doing Taekwondo for about 4 years under Master Tony Gaines of Integrity Martial Arts and Master Chris Hirschberger of Next Gen Taekwondo in Mansfield, Ohio. I have learned so much in sports Taekwondo from so many different people, and today I want to share that knowledge with all of you so you can hopefully implement some of these drills into your workout. I hope you enjoy this video and find it inspiring. Let's talk conditioning. The goal is to keep your heart rate up the entire time. This will build stamina during your matches. Cardio and conditioning are usually the type of workouts you do when trying to cut or lose weight. This is my conditioning routine. This is a core conditioning routine inspired by a teammate and a coach of mine from Next Gen Taekwondo. First, we're going to start with 100 roll-ups. A roll-up, you lay down on your back, then you, without using your hands, sit up and then touch your toes. You're going to do 100 of those. After that, you're going to do 100 crunches. Make sure you keep your shoulder blades off the ground and you keep going up, like this. Try to bring your chest up to the ceiling. After that, you're going to do 100 Superman. So you're going to lay on your stomach, bring your upper body and then your lower body off the ground with just your abs touching the floor here. You're going to do 100 of those. Following that, 100 leg lifts. Bring your hand under your lower back for support. Toes and legs are completely straight, down, then up. 100 of those. Finally, you're going to do 100 jackknives, which are also known as V-ups. So you're going to be here, come up, and then slowly down, like that. Following those exercises, you're going to do a 2-minute plank. You're going to do 4 sets of that. So make sure your back is completely straight the entire time, and you tighten your abs. After 4 sets of that 2-minute plank, you're going to go into a side plank, and you're going to do 2 sets on each side. Here. Make sure one arm stays up, and you're holding with this arm on the ground. There, and then the other side. And that's it. Nobody likes getting pushed around in a fight, trust me. Strength training is important, especially with the new Taekwondo rules saying pushing followed by a kick is now illegal. Here are some strength training exercises that you can try so that you can prevent getting pushed around in a fight with these new rules. This strength building workout was inspired by my coach from Mansfield, Master Hirschberger. First, we're going to start out with 100 squat presses. Going to go down and up, like that. Next, we're going to do alternating lunges. You're going to keep holding the weights up above your head. Don't let them drop. Go down, just barely touch your knee. A long competition where you're waiting all day, you're usually tired by the time you're called to the ring. So I like to train for that situation. After conditioning, that's usually the best time to train yourself to spar. You will build endurance and stamina. I like to do this by doing 3 consecutive fights of 3 2-minute rounds. So let's get started. Quickness and speed is crucial in Taekwondo training. In a match, you need to outscore your opponent, and to do this, your kick has to reach and score onto your opponent before theirs reach and scores onto you. I like to work quickness and speed with ladder drills. The drills you'll be seeing are both from the juice athlete compound and ironwood production. The first drill we'll be doing is 1 foot per square. Run as fast as you can. If you shuffle full speed this time. That's my ladder drill combination set. In the ring, unless you're really conditioned, you're not usually kicking the entire 6 minutes of your fighting time. You're usually taking a couple second bursts and then taking a little break in the middle of the match. This is simulated in your workouts through explosive training. Here's some explosive drills that you can do. Once again, this workout was inspired by Master Hirschberger in Next Gen Taekwondo. First, we're going to start out with a 100 plyo jump. You can use any height that will challenge you to your level. We're going to start 100. Make sure your knees go all the way up and you stand all the way up once you get on top. Again, you're going to do 100 of those. Next, you're going to do 100 lateral jumps. You're going to hop back and forth over a bag or anything. You could even use a person if you wanted to. You're going to do 100. Back and then forth. Another tool used in Taekwondo to build explosiveness and speed are K-bands. These bands add resistance and should only be used approximately 3 times per week. K-bands are beneficial to your training because they build power and speed to your kicks. Here are some kicking drills that you can do with these K-bands. The first set of kicks you're going to do are 50 roundhouses each leg. Make sure you keep correct technique even when using these K-bands. So start out with 50 roundhouses. a cut kick. 50 each side. Back. Back. The other side. Next, we're going to do a fast kick. 50 each side again. Other side. Training for explosive energy is by sparring, of course. Do 10 30-second rounds with a 10-second interval in between. Your goal for each 30-second interval is to not stop kicking. It conditions your body to this style of sparring. Feet in, close together. Push your knees down to the floor. Hold that for 1 minute. Next, you're going to do the straddle. Each for 1 minute. You're going to go to the middle, to the right, and to the left. Next, you're going to do what's called the pigeon stretch. So like the hurdler stretch, you're going to start there, then you're going to twist your leg to a 90-degree angle, and then bring your hip down to the floor. Hold that for a minute, and then switch legs. Finally, we're going to do my favorite stretch, the splits. Bring your feet as wide as you can, do what challenges you the best. Go down to the middle, hold that for 1 minute. Limited years of experience in sport taekwondo, I've had the chance to meet and learn from the world's greatest, such as Jackie Galloway, Stephen Lambden, Olympic coach Patrice, and so many more. I'm so thankful for the 2 taekwondo schools I've enrolled in, and their willingness and gratitude to help me in my journey to the Olympics one day. I hope to one day help athletes the same way that these idols of mine have helped me. Thank you to everyone who's watching this right now, and I really hope I've inspired some of you in the world of taekwondo. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you. I'm Jaylee. I've been involved in Taekwondo for about 4 years, and hang on, start that over. Nobody likes getting pushed around in a fight. Trust me. Nobody likes getting pushed around in a fight. Trust me. Strength training is important, especially with the new Taekwondo rules saying that you can push followed by a kick. Nobody likes getting pushed around in a fight. Trust me. Strength training is important, especially with the new rules saying pushing followed by a kick is now legal. Pushing followed by a kick is now legal. Okay. In the ring, unless you're really conditioned, you're not usually kicking the entire 6 minutes of your fighting time. You're usually doing a couple second bursts and taking a little rest in the middle of the match. This is simulated in the ring, unless you're really conditioned. You're not usually kicking the entire 6 minutes of your... Like a long competition where you're waiting all day, you're usually tired by the time you're called to the ring. So I like to train for that situation. Oh my gosh. After conditioning when you're exhausted. Oh my gosh. After conditioning when you're exhausted, that's the best time to train yourself to spar. You'll build endurance and stamina. Okay. After, no.
What's up you want me to get here for?
The final way to train explosive energy is by sparring, of course. Do 10 30-second matches. That's not the right word. The final way to train explosive energy is by sparring, of course. Do 10 30-second matches. The goal is to not stop kicking. This simulates your fighting.
I can tell you what it is.
Final way to train.
You're fired.
The final way to train explosive energy is by sparring. I can't say of course. Are you kidding me right now? The final way to train explosive energy is by sparring, of course. Do 10 30-second matches.